to have you with us at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. And the Blue Hens will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Liberty's offense will have first crack at this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Back to pass, it's Durant. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Flames with the 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle, or they're used to it too, but those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Flames are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Flames want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Quick strike complete. Good, solid tackle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
So Delaware's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance. Using his feet. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor, using a timeout here thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Flames line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Have to put that 1st down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. Wants to throw. It's Durant. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
The hand to the running back. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Ellington. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion. Now 2nd and 2. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He might want another play. The throw to the outside is complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Durant. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Flames will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here's the give off the left side. Got enough for the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Offense set on first down. This time he wants to throw. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On the move. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups. They
breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And the Flames headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They're working that left side. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Durant. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Flames send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wolf.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Grab near the marker. It's Wolf. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Blue Hens are marching down the field. Just keep slinging it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Buying some time. Throws to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Blue Hens, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Blue Hens will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Delaware. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Flames in the hurry-up.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Durant. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Unleashes one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. He goes right back to the air. Here comes the heat. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're not
turning it on. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Blue Hens have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Complete to the right. There he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Blue Hens trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air, it's Durant. Pocket breaking down. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Off the play fake. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Flames will line up to punt it away.
Number 99 in punt formation to kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. To the air on first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Blue Hens have their offense in high gear. Going with the ground game left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. On fourth down, looking for the completion. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Delaware!
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Flames will punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The lone back's got it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. They get to him as he throws. And it's caught. Touchdown, Delaware.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
And he made the extra point without problem. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Number 93 sets a kick this
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with after the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically.
Glad to have you with us from Delaware Stadium. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Delaware Blue Hens. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the Blue Hens head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, better look out! Corralled and brought down by the defense.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And the Blue Hens look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number 1 for this squad.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russ.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback keeps it. Makes it past the marker. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Cowboys back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Fired in from the red zone for the score. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position. But that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Wall. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. It's Wall. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Touchdown, Blue Hens! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, number 19. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The run inside. It's Russ. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. pull and throw off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Under fire. He's on the move. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll go with a direct snap. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. He's got an open man. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. On target. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russ. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he could not get loose on the run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly complete. Finally, they get him out of bounds, and what a big pickup there as they get the 1st down. The Blue Hens will have it 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Has it! And the Blue Hens are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Looking to get it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's on target and complete. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Russ. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On the delay, it's Russ. Makes a man miss. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pitch to the corner. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Got enough for the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. This time he wants to throw. The short hands. It's Aikman. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 23 team, the UCLA Bruins.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Right on the money. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. On target. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Gets it out quickly. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Picks up the first down. And he's still running after the move. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that lap.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Here comes the offense onto the field again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Aitman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation.
Touchdown, Blue Hens! And that one will give him the lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. 1st down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Upstairs to make the catch. All kinds of room to the right. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll go to the counter. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he'll be brought down.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Gotta have it situation. Who do you go to? You go to the big fella who does the dirty work. The fullback gets the first down, and you still...
Touchdown, Delaware! They move on top here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Just keeps moving. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Delaware sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Hunt is on its way. Holds it in and looking upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Out of the chute, quick, ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Maybe some room here. Good pickup on that play. Let's give him 9 on that one, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Keep it on the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Snags it and he's open. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing.
Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. Touchdown, Delaware. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
From inside the 15, here comes a return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive